Hello everyone and welcome. MovieManCHAD here with another movie review from the year 2017. But I saw it today. This is my feelings about Lady Bird. Now this is a brand new movie that's been out for a few months. I believe it premiered a few months ago, especially at some film festivals. Friends have seen it, critics seen it, everybody loves this film. And I really tried to not listen to any of the opinions that were made about this movie and just try and find out if I liked it for myself. I love the cast, I love the crew. I really didn't have a clear idea of what this movie was actually about, so I stay away from the synopsis and the trailers and everything, everybody's reviews. I really try to stay away from it and just see the film for myself. Now, I know it won some big awards at the Golden Globes last weekend, and it'll probably go on to be nominated for multiple Oscars in just a few weeks. But how did I feel about it? And what is it actually about? And who made it? And who's in it? Okay, so this movie is the latest film from director Greta Gerwig. Now, I think she's directed before, but I think this might be her first solo project. She wrote and directed the film. And the film stars Saoirse Ronan as the main character. She's got a name, I think her name is Christine, but she loves to be called Lady Bird. She lives with her parents, and they also have she has a adopted brother, and she's got friends. She lives in Sacramento, California, and she goes to an all-girl or I think an all-girl, or I remember seeing boys at this school, so maybe it's like boys and girls together at a high school for Catholic people, or a Catholic-run high school of some kind. And she's trying to figure out life. She's excited to move on from high school. She's excited to move on from Sacramento. I think she likes where she's from, but she doesn't love it, and she wants to get away, and she wants to go to a college that's so far away. She loves the people around her, her friends and her family, but she feels like she's probably being so bombarded by everything that's going on in her life, and she just wants to leave. And so she's going through this last year of high school, and she likes boys, and she likes the theater, and she seems like she enjoys life, but also, or enjoys her life, but also wants to be away from everything that's a part of her life at this time. Also in the film, her parents are played by Lorraine Metcalf from Roseanne, and Tracy Letts plays her father. Lucas Hedges from Manchester by the Sea plays a possible love interest, and her best friend in the world is played by Beanie Feldstein, who, I didn't really know this, but I remember this actress was in Neighbors 2, and she is actually the sister of Jonah Hill. She does definitely resemble Jonah Hill. And I think this is really the first time, even though I did watch Neighbors 2, I'd kind of forgotten that film, but it's the first time I've actually seen her as a real actress. The rest of the cast is pretty impressive as well, but that's the main cast of the film. Now, I love Saoirse Ronan as an actress. She is fabulous, and I think she'll probably, she just won a Golden Globe for Best Actress. She'll probably go on to be nominated for her third time. And she's been working in the business since 2007, so for 10 years, she has been working, and in her first movie, Atonement, she got nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and then she went on in 2015 to get nominated again for Brooklyn, another great film, and she's just a really fascinating actress, and she's got a lot of talent, and of course, she was born in New York, but she's Irish, and in this film, she's got a thick American Californian accent, and she's very interesting, and I really was captivated by her character. She's kind of rebellious and young and silly and smart and slightly naive about certain things. But I didn't know what to make of this film in the beginning. It took a while. I was enjoying the experience, and I found it to be somewhat funny at times, at least for the first half an hour. But I was trying to make up, what is this film ultimately going to be about? Is this going to be just a straight story about a young girl? She's coming of age and she's trying to figure out her life. Or is this going to be something much more? I do like the dynamics that she has between her and her parents, and her and her friends, and her and her school, and how she deals with life in general. It felt a little too safe in that first part. I just didn't know what to make of it. I was kind of worried, like, where is this movie actually going to go? Is it going to try and shove some message down my throat and preach to me in some way about life? I didn't know what to make of it for a while, and then slowly, as the movie was going on, I don't want to spoil much in this review, because I feel like you should go see this movie. I really started to love this film quickly. I mean, quickly as the film started to really shape itself around this interesting character and how she deals with life and deals with the boys that she falls in love with and the friends she loses and she loves, and her parents that I think she really connects with and cares about. But of course, like any relation, like any family, nothing's perfect. Everybody has their issues and stuff like that. We've got to find a way somehow to get along and still love each other, whatever might come our way. And so I appreciate that. I could connect to that on a very human level. Now, this is about a young woman going through these certain things, but I feel like anybody could relate to this. Anybody, because we've all dealt with being young and going to high school and dealing certain peer pressure and certain ideas and stuff like that, that I think anybody who's dealt with that throughout in their early life, who had a family, maybe they weren't the elites of the community, but I felt like anybody that could relate to this movie and enjoy it for the human aspect that it holds so dear. I really felt that. I like the characters, how they interact with each other. The mother and daughter story is the highlight of the film, and I felt like Laura, I can't remember her name, Mrs. Metcalf. I really liked her in this mother role character. I liked the dynamic that they had between each other. It was really fascinating to watch and quite moving as the movie goes along. And even when I thought the movie was going to end, and I thought it was somewhat of a satisfying ending to the film where I thought it was going to end. It was like, this is kind of an indie film, so I expected maybe to end this way. And then the movie kind of goes a little longer. And I was just happy to be in this world, this universe, just for a little more. And the movie is, I think, about an hour and a half or so. It never feels like it drags, and it has a lot to say. And it never feels like it tries to cram any kind of message about life or anything. It just, this girl's perspective and how she goes through certain things. And I just liked being in this world, meeting these characters, these quirky characters. I really liked Saoirse Ronan's friend in this film, who played by Beanie Feldstein. She had some great funny moments, and the relationships and the surprises that go as Saoirse Ronan's character Lady Bird is just, you know, finding boys that she likes, and the journey that she goes on that is becoming a woman. You know, it's a wonderful coming of age story that not only succeeds as a comedy but also as a drama. Of course, they call it a dramedy or something like that. I really liked the way the movie looked. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the characters and the story and all the side characters that are in this film. And I just wanted to stay there just a little more. You know, I almost wish this was a pilot to a TV show that I could be watching week by week. Greta Gerwig, who's known more for her acting, and she has written some stories. I feel like this is probably her most personal story, because I looked at her bio. She's from Sacramento. She went to a all-girls Catholic school, and she probably went through a lot of these things. And her name in the film is Christine, even though she calls herself Lady Bird. But in real life, Greta Gerwig's mom is named Christine. So I imagine that this is a true story in some way. Probably some things were fabricated. The movie takes place in the early 2000s when Greta Gerwig was probably going through all this in her real life. So I think this is a wonderful love letter to life itself, to Sacramento, to coming-of-age stories. And I thought Saoirse Ronan was fabulous in the film. I really cared about her. She just showed so many different human traits. One minute she makes you laugh, the next minute she makes you cringe, and the next minute she makes you cry. So it was great, and it's amazing how this actress has really blossomed over just 10 years, and she's in her early 20s, and just imagine where she's going to go from here as an actress. It's interesting to see her, because the last film that I really loved in her was also a kind of a coming of age movie called Brooklyn, and of course she had a thick Irish accent, and that's just a great movie in itself as well. The movie, I will say, is R-rated. It is got some crudeness to it, but that doesn't take away from any of the true heart of this film. I think this movie has major heart, and something that I would definitely recommend to most people. And I know award season is coming, and there's a lot of great films that came out last year, like The Shape of Water, War for the Planet of the Apes, Logan. I would be happy of all those films, of course, were nominated for Best Picture. I know some of them probably won't be. But I would be happy if Lady Bird actually took home the top prize. I would be very happy with that if that should happen. Though we just don't know, of course, because with the movies that have won the Golden Globe, sometimes that's telling. Even though Lady Bird did win Best Musical or Comedy. Of course, it's not a musical, even though there is some nice musical elements in the film as well, I should mention. But I really did overall love this film. It was so enjoyable, and I was very sad. I was kind of wiping away some tears when it was over, because I do like how the movie eventually ends, but the fact that I just wanted to be there in that little world for just a few more minutes longer, it really had that appeal. And I think this movie is destined to become a classic and something that'll be enjoyed for years to come. And anybody who's growing up or has grown up already can find some enjoyment from it. I really do believe that. And for that, I am going to give Lady Bird a huge big surprise to me. I am going to give the film 4 stars out of 4. All right, everyone, MovieManCHAD is out, ready to continue on 2017. Hopefully, I'll see some more movies soon. Hope you're having a wonderful 2018, and I'll see you at my next video. Bye-bye, everyone. Goodbye. MovieManCHAD. Peace out.